Okay, so for the problem that I will be doing today is from homework section 2.3, problem number 7, where we are trying to figure out for the given function f of x and values of L, the limit, C, and epsilon greater than 0, find the largest open interval about C on which the inequality absolute value f of x, so the function, minus L, the limit, less than epsilon holds. Then determine the largest value for delta greater than 0 such that 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus c less than delta, such that implying that f of x minus L is less than epsilon. So we are also given with this problem, f of x is equal to 1 over x. The limit L is equal to 0.1, C is 10, and epsilon is 0.005. And if you notice in this problem, we have two parts. We have this part up here and the then, so I broke it up into two sections. So the first part asks us to find the largest open interval about C on which the inequality f of x minus L, absolute value, less than epsilon, holds. So first we are going to start with what we know. We know that f of x is equal to 1 over x, and we know that L is equal to 0.1, and we know that epsilon is equal to 0.005. Now we plug it into the equation up here, plug these values in. So we get the absolute value of f of x, which is 1, it's bigger, 1 over x, minus the limit 0.1 less than 0.005, which is our epsilon value here. Now, our next step from here is to solve the inequality. So because of absolute value, this value is going to have a positive and a negative value, and we will write it as follows. We will write negative 0.005 less than 1 over x minus 0.1 less than a positive 0.005. And we begin solving this. So then the next step is we want to get x alone. So we're going to add 0.1 to each side. So adding plus 0.1 less than 1 over x. And then when we get that and we calculate that out, we get 0.095 less than 1 over x less than 0.105. And I'm going to rewrite that again over here when we're working on getting x alone. If we look here, we have 1 over x. So to get x alone, we want to find the reciprocal. So reciprocal of x, 1 over x is x, and the other values are over 1. So again, in doing this, we are going to switch our inequality signs so that the inequality holds. So we have 1 over 0.095, x 0.105. And when we solve that out, we get 10.5263 greater than x greater than 9.5238. And if you want to make it simpler, you can rewrite it with the 9 first and make it so that it goes in numerical order. But since they want it in interval notation, we still start with the smallest number. So our interval becomes, we use parentheses, 9.5238. And I did 4 decimal points because they asked that in the homework problem. And then we go up to 10.5263. And these are our two x values in this interval. So that's first for step 1, finding that largest open interval is here. Step 2